Okay, well, I'm going to give you a tour. Right now, this is where I got vacation. This is in Cala, Rajada, Mallorca, Spain. I just got off of this boat here. And 29 euros, they take you to Port Christi. And I went through the Dragon Cave. So they take you there, you can swim, they actually stop the boat, you can swim, then you go to a beach there. And the main feature is to go through a cave. It's called the Dragon Cave. Pretty amazing. I've never seen a cave with so many what is it? I gotta think of it in English. Stecktats anyway. I think you know what I'm talking about. and at the end, they take you. They set everybody down. There's probably about 5,000 people in there. I would say at least. Maybe I don't know, 3 to 5. But they bring boats by. With an orchestra playing and with classical music, and kind of put on about a 15-minute concert at the end of the cave while everybody's inside. They've turned it into a big like amphitheater inside. Amazing. They didn't let anybody take any pictures. They set all cameras out. I'm sure it has to do with they wanted it to be dark because the boats came in. When the boats came in, it was the lighting was on the boats, and everybody else, everything else was dark. But anyway, this is the port. I've been down here several times, and this is where I left today to go on that cruise. It took about 3 hours to get there, 3 hours back, so really beautiful coming back. So I'm just going to give you a walk. I wanted to do this sometime while I was here, so I will give you a walk back to the hotel. I've got plenty of pictures. The prices are good, I will say that. Actually a little bit cheaper in some ways than in Germany. But I will say this, our ice is better. And I've had ice almost every day from one place, but we got the best. I don't want to give away our recipe. And you can see the train. This train takes you around town. I haven't been on it. I didn't get the chance to do that yet. But you can see another angle from the port. Of course, all along there's restaurants, which the only thing I've really done is had cappuccino, because I got breakfast, which is a full breakfast at the hotel where I'm at, and a full supper, full Abendessen. And the food in the hotel is very good. I got what's called half board, which means you get your breakfast and your evening meal included in the price. You have to pay for the drinks, but it's not that's not expensive either. It's really for the prices, it's amazing what you can do here. So I definitely recommend Mallorca as a vacation place. It's probably one of the best places I've ever been, and I've been all over the world. That's true as far as having a vacation. What I like about this area, you don't need a car to get where you want to go. It's got very nice beaches. There's 2 beaches in this area that are very nice. And then there's plenty of activity. And you don't have to have a vehicle to get there. I've been to this island before, and Rafaela was with me then. She'll get back to where she can go again, we know it. She definitely encouraged me to go. So, but yeah, I definitely wish she was with me for sure. But anyway, the place that her and I were at, we had to get a car. We rented a car in order to go to the beach, in order to go do anything, go to town. But here, they got great shopping places. They got really great restaurants all over along the beach. And like I say, it's not. You can get good pizza. You can get steak. You can get hamburgers. You can get whatever you want. But I haven't done any of it because it's all included in the hotel. But as far as activities, they have surf. Well, I guess it would be boat sailing, which I took some video of that on the way. You can take that adventure like I did today. You can rent a boat if you got a license, which I do. I checked into that, and they told me with my boat license I can rent up to 15 meters, which is a pretty good sized boat. You can learn how to sail. They have a sailing school. I saw kids, a lot of kids out. Yesterday they were coming in right here. Actually, I think this was the area that they were coming in from their sail school. But they have little sailboats, and they take them out in the sea and teach them how to sail. Oh, here was something interesting. I posted this. The fish spa. Told everybody I was fish food. But you go in here and you can see here kind of what it is. They've got a clean water system. These fish were supposed to come from Asia, but the guy told me they actually came from Turkey. But you put your feet in the water. You can do it for 15, 20, or 30 minutes. Different prices, 10, 12, and 15 euros. I did it for 20. I got a timer. And those fish come and they eat. Man, they eat right off your whatever it is that's on your skin. They say it's good for people with hornhaut, I guess. I don't. I got to remember my English word. And in German it's called hornhaut. Anyway, calluses and things like that on your feet. But I went in and did it one time. I've seen it on television, and they say it's very healthy. But they don't have teeth. They just come and they suck the stuff off. But it's not only there. I've had the fish. Man, I've been swimming, and the little fish come up and suck on your legs. This is the only place I've ever had that happen. There's art on Saturday. Every Saturday in this area right here, they have a big market They've got a lot of gifts and things like that. I got a little bit here. Of course, it's not set up right now, but it starts here and it goes all the way back quite a ways into the center of the city. Then here's an art gallery. I haven't gone through it. I think it would be interesting to go through it. And then there's a steakhouse, but you can see the pizzas here. And right now in Germany, it's actually the almost identical prices for a good pizza. But I've seen some of the pizzas here. Wow, I'd like to eat one, but I just haven't been able to, and I won't this time. But anyway, you can kind of look back here again. I kind of joke with this guy never has a bad day. You never catch him not smiling. You can see him. We actually have a pastor friend. It's Pastor Gunter. Some of you know him. But he has a home in this city. And I didn't even know it. But we've talked about doing some ministry together. Maybe someday we come down here with our Bible school and do something here. He's got a lot of connections, a lot of churches that he comes and ministers, had many healings and miracles. And this one has a Mittag, that's the noon meal, but it's a buffet, or Angebot, they say. It's sort of like a special for probably a lunch card. And looks like here's maybe a boat going out for, I don't know, a night cruise, could be. So coming up to an interesting restaurant here. This one, that looks like a good place to eat. Kind of see looks like really a good place to get a pizza. It's called I Love Mama Pizza. So I guess it's pizza made by your mama, somebody's mama. This is a really good ice cream place, and they use all natural products. They make all their ice themselves. But ours is better. So you can kind of see here. I mean, we don't have all the flavors, but I really you can see even the menus are in 3 languages: Spanish, German, and English. A lot of Germans come here for vacation. In fact, I was talking to the manager and I was speaking German to her, and she said, "Do you speak English too?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Please talk to me in English." She said, "Everybody's speaking German. I want to speak English." So I tease her every day that I'm going to speak English to her. But you can see later on tonight, this walkway will be full. I think. I mean, when I first got here, wow, there was a lot of people here. And people are, they've been locked down in these European nations the last 2 years. I know that Spain was locked down big time too. A lot of these businesses were not open, the stores, and people are absolutely ready to get out. And now that, of course, the German people are coming back, I would say 80 to 90% of the people here are Germans that are here on vacation. Actually, I've not heard, or let me put it this way, I've heard very little English. But I can speak English, and people do understand, definitely, the people that work here. But a lot of Spanish, of course. Spanish and German, probably more German than Spanish, because most of the people here are vacationing. So just kind of giving you an idea what it's like to walk from the port back to the hotel. I went out here the other day, this is where I got the photo from. Some of you seen it on the Facebook. But it's a nice area, and many boats come in and anchor down in that area. This is a good snorkel area. I actually did it one day, but it was the wrong day to do it because the jellyfish were in. And I was out there snorkeling, and all of a sudden I came in contact with a lot of jellyfish. So I decided that this was not a good idea. And on that day, I noticed when I went to the beach that they had a sign up at the swim beach about jellyfish. Since that day, though, there hasn't been any. So you can go now snorkeling without any problem. It was just on that day. That's the only day I've seen it. But you can see it's a beautiful night. And today was just perfect to go on the boat. The temperature was, and I would say, and maybe this morning the hot time was in the 80s, but a nice in the 70s. For those of you that only understand German or don't understand our American temperature, it would be in the 20s. Beautiful day, really beautiful day. Every day has been perfect weather-wise for what I wanted to do. And I'm so glad that back home in Germany, they got rain. They got quite a bit of rain, 3 days, I think, almost. And I've never seen Germany as dry as what it is right now. I'm really feeling for the farmers. Of course, I come from a farm background, and anybody that's got any kind of corn or those kind of crops during this time of the year, unless they had a miracle, I would say many of them lost their harvest this year of corn. You could see it, how it was dried up and the corn hadn't even, or it was very tiny in the stalks. So, but I'm really glad to hear. This is a kind of a swim area too. I went down there just a little bit one day, and the thing about this one, though, you got to have shoes to go in. There's a lot of rock on this beach. But this would be a good one to snorkel, a good area to snorkel in. There's a lot of rock out there, so that's always a good place. And I've done it. Yesterday I went out for about an hour, but I'll show you in the video where I went. Last time I went snorkeling was when Jeremy was maybe 10 years old. And I still have my snorkel set, and I brought it on this vacation. But so we're getting closer to the destination, the hotel. I haven't talked to a whole lot of people on this vacation. I've kind of spent more time just doing what my wife encouraged me to do. Thank God for our wives. She really encouraged me. In fact, I wasn't even going to go because I'm going to be going to Africa about 2.5, 3 weeks when I get home. But that's, of course, not going to be vacation. That's going to be all ministry, and they got definitely my schedule in a full way, which I'm very glad because I want to make the most out of it when I go. But anyway, she encouraged me. She's actually the one that found this place, found it on the internet, and I have to say, it's without her being here, it's probably the best vacation place I've ever been to. I really, really like it. So, give you a little bit more close up here. Try not to go too fast. You know how nerving it can be when you're trying to watch a video. People go too fast. So if I did, sorry about that. Trying to give you a little bit of a tour as I walk. Oh, it's a beautiful night though. And when I get back, it'll be time to eat. So, there I am. Just kind of walking along, telling you about this vacation place. This is a nice area. You come out here and have a meal on the sea, a cappuccino. This is a nice restaurant here. It looks like, I don't know, I have to ask some of our friends that come here what the best pizza place is. There's a lot of pizza places. I know that there's a steak place that's recommended, but I don't know which one it is. Oh, thank God people still eat meat around here. I mean, Europe's getting really crazy with some of their ideas. It's all this new age esoteric type thinking. And you can see there's, oh, that's a big yacht. I haven't seen that one. There's a big sail yacht out there, and then there's another big one coming. When I was at Port Christie, there was a really big yacht in the yard, in the port, and I asked one of the people with the boat adventure at the ticket stand in Port Christie, I asked whose it was. They said it was some famous tennis player. that lives here, Spanish tennis player. And then right up on the side of the mountain, he's building a big mansion. I said, yeah, and that's his mansion that they're building right now. So my battery's starting to get low. I'm getting close to the hotel. But what I might do is, oh, this is a dance team. You can see here where you can go on dance dates. And here's one of the hotels that's close to mine. This looks like a nice hotel too. You can see it's got a swimming pool right by the beach. This is the beach that I've done most of the swimming at. And I got one day a stand for the day, which was nice. I think it was $8.50 for the day. So that's where I went to swim. And you can go out here by these rocks. You can kind of see the dark spots in the water. And that's where I went snorkeling. I went out by these yellow things too. It got almost out that far. Then I went over on the side. And fish are about the same. There's some bigger ones, but a lot of little ones. Not a whole lot of colored ones. The best place I've ever snorkeled was in the Red Sea in Egypt at Rajada. That's where Jeremy and I snorkeled. Man, I never seen so many colored fish as what I've seen there. But anyway, you could definitely see them, and it was a lot of fun to go. And there's a rock out here that when the waves are coming in, they're not really high right today, but I don't know, a couple of days ago, every time the wave would come up by about the middle of where my video is right now, it would break a good wave, and man, you could body surf. And I saw one kid, when the wave would come in on the shore, he was in an inner tube, and the wave would carry him all the way up on the sea, and then he would go down like a slide. And it was pretty deep waves. It was pretty funny to watch him. People were laughing. His dad would spin him around too, and so. But let me get back here. I want to make my way before I run completely out of battery. I think what I do is just stop and plug in the charger real quick. So, because I did bring the charger, so if it's a little shaky right now, I'm getting some extra power. Because I want you to see the hotel as I go into it. All right, now we should be okay. Okay, I think, there we go. So I got the battery on. I'm gonna zip up my backpack so nothing falls out. And I will say this, it's really safe too. I mean, I don't announce it, but I was able to leave my stuff with my chair and no problem. And today on the boat, it was the same. And I mean, one thing I will say about German people, they're not thieves. That's really the truth. They respect each other. They respect each other's property. It's the same in Germany. I can go to the lake there. I can leave all my stuff on the shore. And you don't have problem with people stealing your stuff. So and today when I was on the adventure, I asked him, since I'm by myself, if I could put my backpack in the place that sells the boat tickets, and they said, yeah, sure, they'll watch it. So, and the other thing that I want to say is this island is extremely clean. You see no trash, which is another issue with Germans. They pick up their trash. They don't leave their trash lay around. It's a very clean nation, and when they come into other nations, they really respect the people there, and they keep things clean. You don't, even at the stands, people don't leave their trash. You see it. I walked around, I said, and you can see how clean things are. They pick up their trash, they put it in the trash can, and I highly compliment Germany for that. Okay, here's my hotel where I'm staying. We got a last minute excellent deal. It's a 5-star and have pension, and I think we paid $1,300, which is really amazing for a 5-star. There, you can see these guys. You can rent these scooters. That looks like a lot of fun. Those are not e-bikes, those are scooters. But anyway, here's the hotel where I'm staying. 7 nights, 1,300 euros, which is an excellent price for a place like this. So I'm gonna walk inside real quick, and we will finish this live video. I couldn't see who all came with me, or who all came on. I'm sure many of you will watch later. Tonight, in this area, they will have live music. And the guy that's playing tonight, I think he was singing at the other hotel as I was walking by the other night. But it's more classical type music. But he was very funny. And I'm gonna come tonight too. But every night they had a little bit different style. They had one guy the other night that he was his own band, amazing. He would start out with a rhythm guitar, electric, and then he added the background vocals so that they were ready when he got to that place in the song. He had 2 microphones. He was working with some kind of a processor, I'm not sure, but it was not recorded stuff in the background. He was doing his own stuff. And then he would add the bass guitar. He had the drums. He did a certain thing with his guitar where it sounded like a drum set. He had bells on his feet like a tambourine. And then he was playing the leads with the e-guitar. And amazing what he could do just by himself. And he's a one-man band, and he's not playing it all at the same time. He plays, he'll play the rhythm stuff and then put in what needs to come in for later. And then the bass runs, and the background vocals he's doing, I think he's singing like about 3 different voices. I know what he's doing because I've done the same on some of our recordings for our album where I've sang different parts. And then he'll add the bass, And then he goes ahead and sings live vocals, his own vocal. And then he's doing the lead guitar, and that's all live. Uh, Amazing. But that was the other night. But tonight there's supposed to be a pretty good singer coming, and you sit out here and they sing. And last night it was a disco. I didn't come. I wasn't so excited about the music last night, but it's the world, and he did do some good stuff. I heard it out the hotel window. he was last night playing some Stevie Wonder stuff, which I understand. He's a saved man now, thank God. He was they, but anyway, this kind of gives you an idea. Of the hotel outside, and it'll start, I think it starts about 9:30. Then over here is the pool. I actually haven't been to the pool. I don't know. I was upstairs. There's a pool on the roof, and you can, if you want, rent it out for the day, where you have your own lane place, and it's really a beautiful view. And for 20 euros, you can have your own place for the day upstairs. And so I did it for one day, just to rest. I rested, studied a little bit, got in the Word. And when you get hot, yesterday was very hot, so it was nice to be up there in the afternoon. I was only up there half a day, but it's not a real big pool, just kind of a place where you can get in the water, but you overlook the beach and the sea, and man, it's beautiful. So then you come in here, and here is the hotel. She's famous right now.
I am famous.
I would imagine you're probably famous on a lot of people's videos.
Come to visit us. We're waiting for you.
Yes. She speaks German all the time, so she's always waiting for somebody to speak English with. So.
I really love to speak English. I don't want to keep. Sorry, my brain is, I'm starting to speak every day more. So my brain.
More English?
Yeah, because I have people from Australia now.
Okay.
So and it's nice. So I have been.
Okay. So now you're going from German to English.
Yeah, French and Italian. I'm Italian.
Oh my. Oh my.
So I'm like a jukebox. Put the coin in and go for it.
So what, you speak at least five languages then?
Because I have to speak Spanish,
wow.
and then I'm Italian, and then I have to speak sometimes French to people.
That's amazing.
English to you, otherwise you are not speaking Italian, are you?
No, just English and German. But I work with languages all the time because I go all over the world, and so I'm actually.
Going to pay me for this video?
Yes, that's true. True.
People are very friendly. We are like a family, and it's nice.
No, it's really.
We invite everybody tonight for a cocktail, which I present part of the team.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I will be there for sure. So.
So you know a little bit the history also, because you are in the first hotel of the Serrano family.
Okay.
Which was built in 1960. I don't know. Look at the picture there about the.
Okay.
It was they start.
This one here. Okay.
This picture made a German lady, and she is a painter.
Interesting.
And she gave in 71 to the Serrano family.
Okay. All right here. Okay.
3 stars hotel, which was like not a hotel, but it was like a hostel.
Okay.
You know hostel like bed and breakfast.
Okay. Wow.
Housekeeping 33, the second house 15 there. The manager in the bar.
Yeah.
She's 26. I like family people also. Like I have some of them. Oh, look. She's the sexy of the group.
I mean,
She brings me always chocolate, but I don't see any chocolate anymore.
when people stay that long, it says a lot about the management too. It says that you're a good manager. They like to work
And
here.
also the family, you know, the
Yeah.
Serrano family, which is
Okay.
very important.
Yeah, sure.
You want
Okay.
a chocolate? Yeah, because she brings me always chocolate.
Yeah, she brings me chocolate in the room every time. Hey, we see you. Thank you. Okay, Presley. They had a photo. So. All right. Well, that's it